Let's go.
All right. The Ryan Gonzalez, a.k.a. DJ Ryan Love.
Ryan Love.
So just off the bat, these are curated conversations, and this forum, these are with my friends and partners in crime, and partners in party. Ooh, I like that, partners in party. So Ryan, we're gonna have a conversation here, and I just want to get to know you a little bit.
Of course.
And people to understand the why behind what you do, and the how, and the love of what you do. And so starting off the bat, bro, I mean, I met you in high school.
Yeah. Go back.
And I met you as Ryan, the Ryan Gonzo.
That's how I remember. Oh,
so welcome, man. Thanks for being here.
Thank you, brother, man.
Appreciate it. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, bro.
Look like $1 million.
Gotta come out. I'm going on a little stage with you, bro. I gotta make sure I'm looking good. I can keep up a little bit.
Look, man, you already blew me out the water, bro. I'm just trying to survive. But I think one of the things I remember about knowing you and meeting you is your ability to dress really well. You were in a class under me in high school.
Yeah.
And I was always just mad, why are you trying to compete with me, man? But where'd you get your love for fashion? Do you have a love for that, or?
Yeah, I do. Passion, with the rhyme, passion for fashion, right? But passion for it for sure, man. I think a lot of it has to do with, funny enough, my father, because I think about it now, his style is kind of I don't care because he's older, but it was always just growing up, we got to go to an event or a birthday or whatever. He's to the T,
for sure.
He was to the T. So, whether it's a wedding, he's wearing white slacks, but the old school style with a jacket on and something clean like that. I'm like, okay, fine, I see. And I think it's just progressively, that's just what it was when I was around. And, being Caribbean, I think that's a little bit of it. I got that vibe.
So wait, Ryan, so originally you're from Cali.
Yeah, born in Cali, San Jose.
Born and raised in Cali. Your parents are from?
My mom's Nicaraguan. My dad's Puerto Rican.
Nicaraguan. Okay, Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
Born in Cali.
Yeah, born in Cali. Moved to Miami.
Raised
here, though, in Fort Myers.
And then raised in. So you go from parents, culture, Puerto Rican, Nicaraguan, Cali, culture hub.
Yep.
Miami, culture hub.
Yeah.
And now you're in Southwest Florida. And so, man, how did that?
Creating a culture hub.
Yeah.
Right.
Creating a culture hub. So how does all these cultures and environments, how does that play into who you are musically, bro? Because that sounds like a very nice pot of sancocho.
A sancocho, yo?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
100%, bro.
Which is, by the way, if you're listening, it's soup, right?
It's like a soup, yeah.
So how does that play into what you do, man?
Growing up, a lot of people would think that I was from New York or something like that, because a lot of New Yorkers come down here. For example, you, absolutely. Right? So there's a lot of my friends, whether they're, Puerto Rican, Dominican, Caribbean, Cuban, whatever, I think me going into their homes and hanging out, I've been able to take that, just when you're on the, when you're out and about, you take on, those, what is it, those knacks from them, their sayings. And being in Florida, which I always seen is just a mix of cultures, even though people don't believe so, but it is. That's where it came from.
Mini America, in the sense of it's a microcosm of what's going on in America, 100%, right? 100%. Everyone moves and kind of comes here, which is so you have all those cultures, but you're also in Southwest Florida, which is made up of a lot of white Americans. So a lot of our weddings, I feel are built of Latin and then white, or Haitian and white, or it's just 100. Always mixed. And so how do you like doing those gigs, those mixed crowds?
I think it's fun. A lot of times when I have couples talking about, if I ask them the question, what's their demographic looking like? Your age and the family, where you guys from? And they're like, oh yeah, it's kind of wide range. And I'm like, that's awesome. And I feel like they're nervous. So
you like that?
I actually like it. I like to be able to take the crowd and the event into this time capsule of, that time lapse of hey, we're going from here, whether it's, Motown to classic rock to going into disco, and then, we're going to go into some modern music to R&B. If there's Latin people, we're throwing some salsa, merengue, come back into some hip hop, whatever.
Because with those, I think with those mixed weddings, right? I think with mixed weddings. The bride and groom want to pay homage to their culture. They want their family, their uncles to dance and all that. At the same time, they want their friends from college, from school, from work to feel heard and seen and to party. So it's like both, right? Yeah. Like your mom's probably like, honey, we need Elvis Crespo, we need Cecilia Cruz. But at the same time, you don't want to isolate your friends who are going to be like, after 2 songs of Spanish songs, they're going to be like, all right, well, like, what about me?
What about me? Yeah. Which is great because right now, I think a lot of it too, what's been mainstream is reggaeton, like that worldwide, so to speak. Bad Bunny, tu sabes. So that's it allows us to really, who are in that type of diverse party to be able to implement those songs to have people stay on the dance floor.
Okay. Okay. I like that, man. So, all right. So growing up, man, like, can you remember like the first emotional music experience you had? Like whether it was with an album or a song or a music video. When was the first time you felt like you really felt something about music?
I think a lot. I think my memory comes from a memory of my grandmother. Late grandmother, God rest her soul. But she's always said, and this continues to be in my head, is that when he was 2, you used to just music come on, you just be hitting with the shoulders and just bobbing. And I take that because it really is just an epitome of who I am. It's like it's a rhythm that goes through me. Music goes through me, and I just no matter where the place is.
If anybody knows Ryan, and this is what I almost loved and hated about you in high school, because you were 1 year under me, and any party we go, I'm so used to being the only one I'm used to being the one in the middle, and I'm killing it, and everyone's just like, yo, Malik. But then when you came around, Ryan was right there with me. Yeah, we started doing the Kid and Play.
Oh yeah, man.
And then even in high school, I had a talent show, this thing called Mr. Triton.
Oh man, throwback.
I recruited the one and only Ryan to be a part of this 2-song Michael Jackson medley where we went from Thriller to maybe we'll link the YouTube.
Hey,
we'll link the YouTube video. You got to search.
Someone's gonna find it.
But every time I remember you, I just remember you just like, even at the pep rallies, like you being on the other side where the juniors were. And I'm like, yo, I gotta take that out. Like I wasn't most spirited in high school, because I wanted to always make sure that like my class was well represented. And we had the most spirit, but you were on the other side doing the same thing. And I'm like, yo.
And it's the same vice versa, bro. It was 100%. It's like, yo, we got to make sure that we show the most pride, like, so you being the year older, right? It was a really cool relationship that we've been able to create because it's healthy competition.
Yeah. Oh, I love, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
To me, it's not even competition. It's like healthy, like creative building and pushing of each other.
That's a better way to put it. I love that too.
Competition is a good word, but like I feel like
at the time,
at the time,
that's what I'm saying.
It's just like So my question is like, all right, so like, what's your why, man? Like, why do you do this thing called DJing, man? Like, what is it that you love about it, and what does it provide to the quality of your life, man? Like, what's your why, man?
I most definitely would say is growth of personal growth, but also for the legacy of my family. I want to be able to take that baton that my parents have given me, and go as far as I can, whether up a mountain, down the road, just run, because them being, immigrants to here it's me being first generation Americans, like, what am I providing? I feel that's like, I need to provide more, and I can't have them, and this is kind of extreme, and I think there's a little bit of personality, but it's like, I can't have them come here and I'm not doing anything.
Yeah,
bro. Know what I'm saying?
That's an immigrant child right there.
That's an immigrant child, bro. But it is like, I gotta grab it and I want to take it. So it's definitely that. It's like, and I know that I'm capable. So it's all about action after that.
It is, man. So that's as a Nigerian born, not Nigerian born, but I was born in Brooklyn. But that's the same pressure I feel of like, yo, my parents brought it this far, and so it's my duty, job, responsibility to see how far I can take it, to pass it off to my daughter. So that why is important, because man, there's some times where you might not feel like you have it, right? You might want to give up, and so it's so good to remember those things of like your whys. So another question I have for you, man, is you've been DJing for a number of years, and when you think about what you love about it, like what's your favorite type of gig? Even if you have like a story of like your favorite wedding to date that you can remember, like what do you love the most about what?
I actually have a few. I do have a few weddings that I could say they're on the top of my head that I'm going to take with my career, but one of them was we were in Sunken Gardens over in St. Pete. So that's a beautiful venue. Right. And the energy that this couple and their family brought, it was very intimate. But the energy that they brought and it was a black wedding. So I think that's the culture of it was the biggest thing compared to what typical what I get to do here in the area. And so to see the groom come out to King Joffre's his theme music, he comes out to that, and then his now gonna be wife comes out, and I'm just like, well, I'm getting chills right now. I'm just like, this is exactly what it's about. And then their guests were just clapping, super excited. It was just so much authentic energy.
I think that's the great word. The authenticity.
And I
think you're someone there's someone that I know values that, and so when you see that authentic energy come out in a celebration, because I think wedding celebrations can be a bit, sort of highbrow. There could be a lot of show to it, a lot of things where like bells and whistles, but when you can see the authenticity kind of shine through of a luxury event, I mean, what better?
It gives me more energy, man. And I think that my natural ability to feel that and want to give it back comes out, and so that was probably one of my most memorable ones. And then there's another one that happened in Fort Myers just recently, actually, and we were at the Alderman house, and dude, that was the biggest wedding that I've done. That I have done it, but it was in the sense of guest size. But the energy that they were able to bring, I was just like, oh, we're partying then. We're going hard all the way. We're just.
How do you know when a couple and their guests are going to be lit? Like, is there any day of? Like, is there anything in the process or even day of?
From the jump. For me, my experience has been from the jump that I've seen that the couple is where they're like, hey, listen, like, hi, how you doing? Like, their energy is the start of it, and typically you are a part of who you're surrounded, right? So their close friends, I know they're going to be just as much. And so when I get there and I see that they're already having some drinks, it's not even cocktail hour, but they see the guys, they're vibing already.
When you see people drinking at ceremony, that's when you know. When they're cheersing at their seats, that's fire.
It really was, man, and it's a memorable moment, and I can't wait to just keep that going, man. Have those times.
So I have the pleasure of me and the staff get the pleasure of getting a lot of after wedding text from couples, and there's been a number of them that have talked about you, and so I can name a couple. But is there any text that you've gotten post wedding that you're like, oh, that filled me up? Because for me, getting that text after a wedding, that morning after text, they're thinking about you, and all their friends are texting them like, yo, is there anyone you can remember that was life changing?
So both of them that were in Fort Myers that I was a part of. There was a couple that they were a younger couple. One of the bride was from the other coast, and she came over and she met her husband here, and they fell in love. But and then his family's just like, they're from here, and they're partiers, and so we went all night. Then they wanted to go to downtown. Of course, there's always an invite. Hey, you come downtown. I'm like, gotta keep it professional. But on that note, I'm like, we had such a good time. I want to go and just show them that, listen, after, even though it was a professional event and I'm here, this is my job, but for you, the connection that we authentically had, I want to show you guys that I'm here for you as well. Like it was really truly a moment.
I love that you said connection. Like I think that's one of the best parts about our job is that connection, the lifelong connection that you were the guy that threw a rager for all their friends, and they're gonna remember that. And so that's so dope. So probably one of the last questions I have for you, man, is like, you know, when you think about what you get to do, we talked about your why, we talked about all these things, but what is it that you really feel like you really love bringing to events? Like, what is it that, like, almost kind of like, not a non-cliche way, like, what are like the things you're really good at in this in this level that you kind of go, damn, like, this is who I'm supposed to be. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. What are some of those things?
Wow, you know, this is something that I was going to piggyback off of one of the questions you said earlier, but I believe more recently in my life right now, I found that it's a gift that I have.
Yeah. And what do you think that gift is? What do you think, like, the gift of what?
The gift of being able to bring people together, but also not care what anybody thinks and just doing it.
And just going.
And just going, because that's what, in my opinion, why they hire our team, but for me, why is that I'm able to go in there and just bring this energy and not care what it is, and then you can see the eyes open on the guests, and they're like, oh, this guy's good. This guy's good. It's like, you know,
doesn't it feel good to feel like you are doing what you're meant to be doing on this earth?
It
feels good. Like who you are meets what they need. And that is, I feel like that's like, you can't beat that, you know?
You can't, man, because a lot of times you can mistake what your passion is to what your gift is. A lot of times, man, you know, like, right, passion for fashion, but that wasn't my gift. My gift is to be able to be in the center, you know, humbly in the center of the attention to unite everybody for that day.
For the goal of... It's their day. It's lit. Get ready. Yeah. But it's a gift. It's a gift. And I love that. I've never heard that before. Like, you just because, you know, passion and gifting are two different things. There is things that I was born to do. There's things that you were born to do. And when that aligns with what a couple needs, you're able to, like, when I see you, I remember we did one on South Seas, and you were just vibing with me. You were just like assisting.
Oh yeah, back in
I remember, like, you know, it was an intimate crowd. I love intimate crowds, but intimate crowds can be harder to get the energy in. And I remember like handing it over to you, and I was like, "Yo, get these people going, bro."
I
was wanting to see, and bro, he grabbed the mic, and I think you started a conga line through the whole building. And you were, and I saw people, they couldn't even resist. Your hair was bouncing.
The girls going.
And bro, and I looked at you and I went, yeah, he's got it. Like, you got it, bro. And there's sometimes you just got it inside of you. You know, like, and you have it, bro. And I love being able to see and witness your greatness, and how much energy you bring to these events. And just how much the couples love you and the planners love you, and, like, you know, you're just really good at what you do, man. So
I appreciate that, man. You know, to have those moments and to be able to hear that, right? Because again, it's humbly. So, like, I'm not gonna necessarily say it for myself like that. All the, you know, there's times, you know, if you're talking like, yeah, I'm good, but to hear is just a reaffirm what you're doing,
absolutely,
and the place that you're at. Man,
so beautiful, man. Well, thanks for sitting down and chatting with me, bro. I appreciate you, man. DJ Ryan Love, thank you so much. And that was another episode of Curated Conversations. Thank you.